Welcome to Beyond the Stage, brought to you in part by Wilson National LLC, Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, and People's National Bank. We'll get started after this. Beyond the Stage is presented in part by Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales in Hillsboro, Ohio, the region's oldest coachman dealer. Whether you're looking for a travel trailer, fifth wheel, RV, truck, or even a boat, you'll find it all at Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales. Shop anytime online at SherwoodAutoCamperSales.com, open around the clock, or talk to a live person now at 937-393-3821. Prices will never be this low again, so don't wait. Visit Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, 1460 North High in Hillsboro. Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, where your next adventure begins. Since 1958, Wilson National LLC has been helping families, farmers, and landowners buy and sell land and agricultural assets across Ohio. Whether at auction or by private listing, we tailor the approach that's best for our clients and deliver the highest price for their property. From farms and country homes to hunting land and equipment, our experience and reputation gets results. Call Wilson National Real Estate today at 800-450-3440 or visit wilnat.com. Wilson National, your land, your legacy, our commitment.
Hi, I'm Amanda Hall, branch manager of the People's Bank in Hillsboro, Ohio. I'm happy to be serving Highland County with their financial needs and supporting the community. I'd love to have an opportunity to sit down with you and talk about your banking needs as well.
Hello everyone, I'm Herb Day and welcome to Beyond the Stage. I want you to make welcome my guest, Trey Calloway.
This song's called She Don't Break It. She don't break it like she used to. Her don't hurt me quite as strong. After all the hell it's been through, there ain't no hang on, no, not long. Well, I've been picking up the pieces of what once was barely beaten and broken in two, but the soul heart is feeling brand new. She don't break it like she used to. I don't stay up when I go to sleep at night. When that sad song comes on my heart, don't leave my mind. 'Cause she don't break it like she used to. Her don't hurt me quite as strong. After all the hell it's been through, the pain don't hang on all night long. Well, I've been picking up the pieces of what once was barely beaten and broken in two, but the soul heart is feeling brand new. She don't break it like she used to. I can't go out on this town and have a little fun. I don't try and hide my heart from anyone. You know why, Herb?
What's that?
She don't break it like she used to. Her don't hurt me quite as strong. After all the hell it's been through, the pain don't hang on all night long. Well, I've been picking up the pieces of what once was barely beaten and broken in two, but the soul heart is feeling brand new. She don't break it like she used to. This soul heart is feeling brand new. She don't break it like she used to.
Now that's country right there, huh? Trey Calloway.
Thanks, sir. How you doing, buddy?
Man, it's so good to see you, man.
You as well, brother.
We've been working about a year to put this together.
Sure.
And finally got it.
Yes,
and
sir.
Man, that's a great song. That's your new single.
Yes, sir. It sure is, man. I wrote that one with Terry McBride and my producer, Brandon Hood.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be seeing Terry McBride coming up, I think, in about a week.
He's the coolest dude ever.
He is.
That's
isn't
the
he?
boy. I love
Yeah,
Terry. Yeah, yes,
looking
sir.
forward to it. You're staying quite busy these days.
5 shows a week at least, and lots of content shooting, lots of interviews with great folks like you. And
Well,
yeah,
thank you.
they're working me to death, man.
You're North Carolina boy.
I sure am, and my wife's from Ohio.
And your wife's from
Yeah.
Ohio.
But I'm originally from around the Charlotte area. My hometown is called Lucia. Nobody really knows where that is, so I just tell everybody. I'm
The
from
only
Charlotte.
Lucia I ever knew was the Saint.
Yeah,
So-
right. I just tell everybody I'm from Charlotte, but my folks live in a town called Mooresville now, which is famous as kind of like the music row of NASCAR. They call it Speed Street.
Is that
And all the
right?
NASCAR shops are stationed throughout Speed Street, so you can drive through there and watch all of it.
Did I hear somewhere that you're the son of a preacher man?
So he's not a preacher anymore, but I grew up in a Pentecostal church of God.
Mm-hmm.
And my father was an evangelist, which if anybody out there doesn't know, an evangelist is like a traveling preacher.
Sure.
And somebody who preaches what we call revivals. So
Yeah.
he would go to different churches all over the Southeast and preach these revivals, and I would sing in front of the congregation. And that's kind of what caught me the music bug. I grew up listening to like a good mix of like gospel quartet music,
Right.
which is, I think, that's probably what instilled the love of country music, because that music is just country music with gospel
Right,
lyrics.
right.
So I really fell in love with that.
So what was Dad's reaction whenever you started leaning towards the secular side of music?
It came down to where eventually it was like, if this music makes you happy, son, then who am I to stand in
Good
the
for
way?
him.
And he was very we were very strict Pentecostal. It was and I still have that gospel upbringing, those morals that the church taught me still guide my life today.
Yeah.
So I don't regret anything I learned from
Well,
those
good for
from those
you.
teachings and stuff, and I still pray, I still talk to God. Maybe not as much as I oughta, but I still do. He
Well,
still
in the
listens.
business you're in, you probably ought to lean a little more
Let's
towards
start
it.
praying more.
Yeah, because divine intervention
Yes,
goes
sir.
a long way.
You listening up there, Lord? I need a little help, please, sir.
Now you're quite the consummate songwriter, and in fact you've won some awards.
I have. So I would say my biggest songwriting award was Songwriter of the Year for the Texas Country Music Awards a couple of years
Mhm.
ago. It was about a year ago now.
Mhm.
And they entered in a song that I wrote for my dad, because on top of being a preacher, my dad has worked construction for my whole life. So that's what he does now. And so I wrote this song called One Tough Job. And I put that in we entered it in, and to my surprise, it won. So I got to go down to Billy Bob's and play at the award show. So, and I got to go backstage and see where McBride and the Ride is signed.
Yeah.
The bricks, they have all the artists signed.
Sure.
So I got to play down there, and that was a great night.
What do you think so far? How long have you been at this?
So I've been playing music since I was 6 years old. I've been singing, and then country music I fell in love with around probably 13 years old, and started playing guitar around that time because I was writing songs and not paying attention in science class. I was working on song lyrics and getting called down and stuff. But that was around the time 13, and then I guess maybe around 16, 17, I started playing gigs for money.
Yeah.
And by the time I was 20, I was making a living playing music. And I've had odd jobs here and there. I worked in a grocery store was my first job, and then I was a machinist. I worked in a machine shop.
Mm-hmm.
We were building gun parts and stuff. That's what this machine shop specializes in, is gun parts. And I appreciate them giving me that job, but that job got a little old. I'm not gonna lie.
I was going
to
to ask you which one you
That's a tough
preferred.
job. That's a tough job. And then I worked construction for a while as well. So if I wasn't a musician, I'd probably be working with my hands.
Yeah.
But I'm not very smart. This is the only thing I
Come
got.
on now.
This is the only thing I got, Herb.
I'll tell you, my wife talked to my nephew today and mentioned that we were going to be visiting, and he said, "Oh man," he said, "I love." She misses being
Yes, sir.
a missus.
Yes, sir.
Would you do that for us?
I sure would. I'm glad you asked, buddy. Can I talk about it before I start the
Please
song?
do.
Or do you want to talk about it after I play?
Well, you do the song, then we'll talk.
That sounds like a plan. This song's called She Misses Being Mrs. They met in high school, they fell in love. They said I do, drove away in his truck. He always dreamed of being a soldier. Said when he got back, they'd spend days growing old. His second tour, they came under fire. Not every hero comes home. Now she misses his heart, his tender touch, warmth of his arms, wrapping her up. Memory of every smile, oh, and 1,000 good night kisses. Heaven most of all, she just misses being Mrs. She still goes to the store, cooks on the stove, a dinner for two, but she sits there alone. She lies in their empty bed every night. She turns out the lights and she cries, because she misses his heart, his tender touch, warmth of his arms, wrapping her up. Memory of every smile, oh, and 1,000 good night kisses. Heaven knows tomorrow, she just misses being Mrs. Well, she can't move on, she can't forget. That's why there's always a rose on his stone. Yeah, 'cause that's as close as she'll ever get. She still misses his heart, his tender touch, the warmth of his arms, wrapping her up. Memory of every smile, oh, and 1,000 good night kisses. Heaven knows tomorrow, she just misses being Mrs. Heaven knows tomorrow, she just misses being Mrs.
Wow.
Thanks, sir.
Man, that's incredible.
Thank you, sir.
That is incredible. Tell me about the song.
So I wrote that song with two of my great friends, Jim Hawkins and Aaron Lloyd. And Aaron Lloyd's from Texas, and he flies in quite a bit. He still lives there, and he flies in quite a bit to write with us and write with different people. And he happened to be on this plane on his way to Nashville, and he met this old man. The guy's name is Brett, if I'm not mistaken. And Brett got them. They got to talking. He said, I've always wanted to be a songwriter, but just life and job and kids and family got in the way, and I never was able to really dedicate time to it like it needs. But I've always had this hook, she misses being Mrs., and you're welcome to take it and do whatever you want with it. And we're looking for this guy. He's in his 70s, and his name is Brett Smith, if I'm not mistaken, and he's from Florida. So we're on the search for this guy so we can credit him as a writer, because he deserves to have credit as a writer on this song. But he threw out Aaron threw out the hook at the right, and we immediately were like, okay, well, whatever we were working on, we're not going to do. We're just going to do this one.
I've got to tell you this, no matter how high you climb, I will always remember what you just told me. About looking for this guy.
Yes, sir. We
to
gotta
give
find
him
him.
credit, because you don't find that.
He deserves it.
You don't find that every day.
My dad gave me a great hook idea for a song the other day, and he's like, I don't want to be a writer. I was like, why would you not put your name on it? So I'm going to credit my dad once I write this song. But I think it was my idea to have it be about a war widow, about a boy and a girl who fall in love.
Sure.
And my father-in-law was in the Marine Corps for 15 years and in the Army for 10. So anytime I write anything military-wise, like Forgotten Man or this one, I always, he's my consultation, and so I do the research with him and make sure that everything's accurate because I want to pay the respect to the military.
Trey, let's talk about product. How do people get your music?
So you can stream me anywhere, Spotify, Apple Music, and Trey Calloway on all that stuff. And you can follow me on social media, and it's Trey Calloway Music on all those socials. Instagram is probably the social media platform that I'm most active on, but I'm also trying to build up my TikTok, my Facebook as well. Go follow me on TikTok. I hate asking, but go follow me on TikTok, everybody. I'll follow you back, I promise.
Any place Trey Calloway can be found, you look for it.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, you're staying busy. You're playing a lot local to Nashville right now.
A little bit of touring,
Yeah.
but a lot next year.
Yeah, you're planning for next year to be out on the road a lot more.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir. If I have my way, I'm gonna be on the road more than I'm home next year. Which my wife might not love me saying. You can come with me, honey. You can come with me.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
But it's just.
Well, you
time.
live in Nashville now.
Yes, sir. Over on the west side.
Yeah.
West side.
Over on the west side.
Oh, on the west side.
I want to
Yes,
delineate that.
Right. Yes, sir.
If people would like to book you for a show, for a venue, how could they go about doing
So
that?
you can do that. That's a great question. Thanks, sir. So you can do that on my website. It's TreyCallowayMusic.com, and there's a link to email us on that website. You can contact us and shoot us a direct email from that website. So it's TreyCallowayMusic.com. Please.
Well, boys and girls, this is how you keep the lights on in this business. So call and book it. You'll like it. You'll like it a lot.
I got a band and everything.
How about that? They play country, western,
Yes, sir.
cowboy music for you.
Both genres, country and western.
That country
Yes,
and
sir.
western. Hey, do you have one that you can play out for us?
I sure do, man. Let's see if I'll come up with something that I might want to play for you guys. I'll play my next single for you. This is going to be my next single.
Okay.
And so this is one that I did not write. It was actually the crazy thing about this new album is it's the first experience I'm having with outside cuts. People want to pitch me songs and stuff, which is really a funny feeling at first.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just a really cool feeling. But a couple of the songs on my new album are outside cuts. And this one was written by the country singer Chris Young and Anthony Smith, who wrote Tomorrow I'm Gonna Leave You. Big old #1 hit for Chris Young. And then Frank Myers, who wrote I Swear for John Michael Montgomery.
Oh, okay.
So this song was written by those three cats, and I'm going to play it. It's called Must Have Had a Good Time.
Trey Calloway.
Woke up on my couch again, bed still made, ain't been slept in. I can't find my clothes or my keys. Ain't no truck parked in my drive. I guess I cabbed it home last night. Looks like my friends and I got on whiskey. So we must have had a good time last night. Gotta clear the cobwebs from my mind. Opened up his bloodshot red eyes and it felt like a jackhammer pounding my head. Where did this tattoo come from? Can't remember one thing. How come? Judging by the bar receipt I just found from last night. So we must have had a good time. We went downtown to hear some blues. Just gonna have us a beer or two. And Herbie ordered all of us a shot on me. Yeah, it all went downhill from there. Them Jaeger bombs and smoky air sure did a numb on my memory. So we must have had a good time last night. Gotta clear the cobwebs from my mind. Opened up his bloodshot red eyes and it felt like a jackhammer pounding my head. Where did this tattoo come from? Can't remember one thing. How come? Judging by the bar receipt I just found from last night. Yeah, we must have had a good time. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to find my phone, call my buddy for a ride. No, I don't remember, but he'll sure remind me what I did last night. So we must have had a good time last night. Got a pick of comp with my mind. Opened up his bloodshot red eyes, and it felt like a jackhammer pounding my head. Where did this tattoo come from? Can't remember one thing that I'm done. Judging by the ball receipt, cause I got all the photos on my phone until last night. So we must have had a good time, yeah. So we must have had a good time, yeah, we must have had a good time.
I guarantee you we had a good time.
Yes, sir.
Trey Calloway, thank you so much, and
Thanks,
God
sir.
bless you and all the success to you
Thank you very
down the road. Trey Calloway from the world famous Troubador Theater in Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks for watching Beyond the Stage. You've been watching Beyond the Stage, brought to you by Wilson National LLC, Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, and People's National Bank. Please click like and subscribe to Beyond the Stage.